Assalamu alaikum student. Miscellaneous exercise 3 chapter 3 mathematics 10th science group. We are going to solve MCQs. 4 possible answers are given for the following question. Take the correct one. First one. In a ratio A ratio B, A is called antecedent. Next page. MCQ number 2. Let us try to solve it. In a ratio X ratio Y, Y is called consequent. Third one. In a proportion A ratio B, proportion C ratio D, A and D are called extreme. Option B is correct. Fourth, in a proportion A ratio B, proportion C ratio D, B and C are called means. Option A is correct. Fifth, in a continued proportion A ratio B is equal to B ratio C, AC is equal to B square, where B is said to be means. Option C is correct. Next, in a continued proportion A ratio B is equal to B ratio C, C is said to be third proportion. Notice student, B is repeated and C is added, and after that we are asked that what is C. So this is the technique for the third proportion. Second term is repeated and the fourth one is called third, and that is to be found out. So answer is third. While in case of means propositional, only two terms are given and we have to add two in between them, and then we have to find one of them, which is called means. Student, option 7th, MCQ number 7, 4 ratio x proportion 5 ratio 15. We know that product of means is equal to the product of extreme. So 5x equal to 4 into 15, or x equal to 4 into 15 divided by 5, or x equal to 12. Option D is correct. Eighth, if u proportional to v square, then by removing the sign of proportionality we have to use sign of equality and we have to add a constant k. So our answer will become u is equal to k v square. Option B is correct. Ninth, y square proportional to 1 over x cube, then y square. Similarly, as we done in the previous case, y square is equal to k by x cube. Option A is correct. 10th, if u by v is equal to v by w is equal to k, then we can write u by v is equal to k and v by w is equal to k. So u is equal to vk and v is equal to wk. We are asked about u. We see that u is equal to vk. If we put the value of v from this equation in the first equation, then we get u is equal to wk square, and which is our answer. Option A is correct. U is equal to wk square. 11th, the third proportion of x square and y square is, student, be aware, third proportional we have to add y square, another y square, and we have to add the value of the third proportion, the name of the third proportion, which is t, and then we find it. By doing that we have four terms: x square, y square and y square t. So product of the means is equal to the product of extreme. X square into t is equal to y power 4. T is equal to y power 4 divided by x square. Our option is C part. Next page, MCQ number 12. The proportional W of x ratio y proportion v ratio w. This is the simplest case. Four terms are given and we are asked about the fourth one. This is called fourth proportional. So again, product of the means is equal to product of extreme, and W comes up to be Vy divided by X. So option B is correct. 13th, if A ratio B is equal to X ratio Y, then alternando property. Student, we have A by B is equal to X by Y. By replacing B with X and X with B, we get A by X is equal to B by Y. This is called alternando. So option A is correct. If A ratio B is equal to X ratio Y, then invertendo property is, student, again start from A ratio B is equal to X ratio Y and take the reciprocal of the both sides. We get B by A is equal to Y by X. This is called invertendo. Option D is correct. Last, if A by B is equal to C by D, then componendo property is, student, we have to do something special with this, because it is not going to be the easier one. So come to the page. We are asked about the componendo property. Student, start from here. A by B is equal to C by D. Adding 1 to both sides, we get, and taking LCM, we get A plus B divided by A is equal to C plus D divided by C. This is one of the case of the componendo property, but no option is given like that in MCQ number 15. So let us go to the other case, because there are two cases of componendo and there are two cases of dividendo, and we are going to discuss all of them. So again, A by B is equal to C by D. Taking the reciprocal of both sides, B by A is equal to D by C. Adding 1 to both sides and taking LCM, we get B plus A divided by A is equal to D plus C divided by C. And then taking reciprocal, we finally come to the A plus B divided by A is equal to C plus D divided by C. This was our correct answer. This was our correct answer given in the MCQ number 15. Option A was correct, and it comes out to be this way. The other form of this is A ratio A plus B is equal to the C ratio C plus D. So there are two properties of componendo. Sometimes one of them is asked and sometimes other. These are given at the last page of the chapter 3. So you must try to understand them, because student may be tested sometime by one form and other time by other. So the first form is componendo A plus B divided by A is equal to C plus D divided by D, and the second form of the componendo is A divided by A plus B is equal to C divided by C plus D. Let us come to the dividendo. So again, starting from the same point, A by B is equal to C by D. Now subtracting 1 to both sides and taking LCM, we get this A minus B by B is equal to C minus D by D. This is one of the case of the dividendo. In other form, it is written like that: A minus B ratio B is equal to C minus D ratio D. Let us try to prove the other case. Again, starting from the same point, A by B is equal to C by D. Multiplying minus with both sides, we get minus B by A is equal to minus D by C, and taking reciprocal. Adding 1, we get this 1 minus B by A is equal to 1 minus D by C. Taking LCM, we get A minus B divided by A is equal to C minus D divided by C, and then taking its reciprocal. Finally, we come to the point A divided by A minus B is equal to C minus C divided by C minus D. This is the other case of the dividendo, and in proportional form it is written A ratio A nafi B proportion are equal C ratio C nafi D. These are the two cases of the dividendo. Now student, let us try to prove the theorem of componendo and dividendo, because we have done the major work and this is only 2 steps short of the proof. So In the last case, in the case of theorem of componendo, we came to here. We said that second case of the componendo is a divided by a plus b is equal to c divided by c plus d, and in previous case it is a plus b divided by a is equal to c plus d divided by c. If this case is divided by this case of dividendo, then we get this a plus b divided by a divided by a minus b divided by a is equal to c plus d divided by c all divided by c minus d divided by c, which implies in division form we can write this as well this a plus b divided by a minus b is equal to a is equal to c plus d divided by c divided by c minus d divided by c. Student, we know that if we change the sign of division with the sign of multiplication on both sides, then we have to invert this ratio a minus b over a here and this ratio c minus d over c here. So we get this a plus b divided by a multiplied by a divided by a minus b is equal to c plus d divided by c multiplied by c divided by c minus d. Student, here a is cancelled, here c, and finally we get a plus b divided by a minus b is equal to c plus d divided by c minus b. This is the proof of theorem of componendo dividendo. Thank you very much and have a good luck, student.